is just type my name into your YouTube app or on your computer. Hi, YouTube. We're going to be flowing on that. And if you have Spotify, we're going to be using Flow 27, which I created earlier today. So, yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that. We'll be starting in a minute or so on YouTube. So, again, just pop my name into the search bar and you can find us. So, hi, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Hello.
Hi,
hello.
Web. Hi, Unique.
Hi, Kayla. Yeah, so if you're having trouble, let me know. Looks like we've got one person on YouTube. So I don't know if you're just here to say hi or not, which I still love anyways, but we're going to be teaching through YouTube once again. Yeah, because it's been easier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. I feel like we're a little totem pole over there.
I know.
Robin, she said hi to you.
Hi.
All right. Well, maybe I'll just leave a pin really fast on this guy.
Hi, YouTube.
And then, oh shoot, I can find that. Okay, cool. Yay. All right, you guys. Well, we'll see you. Let me know. You could always, well, you can't really text me, but if you're having trouble, I'll stay on here for a second. You can always ask questions. If you are on, oh, hi, Jen. If you're on YouTube, let me know who you are, because the only thing with this that I don't love is that I can't see who actually came for the live. So let me know. Okay, yay. All right, well, I'm going to end this. See you guys over on the YouTube. It will be posted for later, but I'm happy you're here now because we get live interaction. So see you next time. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to your Tuesday night flow with us. Oh, hi, Ryan. Yes, Chelsea. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited that you're all here. My name is Brittney. This is Robin.
Hi.
We are Acorn Team. And if you follow me on Instagram, maybe you've already heard that today's been kind of an interesting day. And luckily, it's been better since the afternoon, talking it out a lot. If you're brand new, you haven't read the post or anything like that, I just had a very weird, stressful energy come into my life yesterday that I couldn't really shake this morning. And not that I always tap into the dark side and let myself slide in too deep, but it's definitely there. And it's sometimes really hard to access and find my light again. And which is interesting because I pulled a card from this deck that I love right before this. And it was funny because it's the first card that I pulled. And I've actually pulled this card before teaching another class that I taught last week. And it's when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And I was kind of annoyed that I'd pulled the same card that I pulled before, not necessarily taking it as a sign that I need to hear this. So I kept pulling and pulling and pulling, and none of them felt right. So I had to kind of come back and find this one again and just reread it and look at it again through a different lens. So I don't know if you're feeling that same energy. I forgot that it's also a new moon tomorrow. And I feel like that overall darkness without, the full moon, it's been super interesting to feel that shift away from the do. And now it's more like being. So yeah, we're going to flow a little bit, work on finding I called it the flight because we're going to do a little bit of balance, but it's really to find that light within you. So we're going to meet over on the mats. Make sure you have 2 blocks, maybe a strap if you have tighter lower body and tighter back body. So yeah, we'll join over there. Cue up your music. Again, that's Flow 27. And I can send you the link. All right, you guys. Here's that link just in case. Hi, Billy and Tiana. All right, so this is Flow 27. And we are going to start laying down on the back. And if you aren't comfortable lying all the way flat, you can add the blocks underneath your knees to give your body some more support. You can even put some blocks underneath your upper back. Just take a deep breath in and an open mouth exhale. Try that one again. Breathe in fully, so full that your ribs start to lift. Exhale out of your mouth. Now leave your jaw loose. Close your eyes if you haven't closed them yet. Feel into your space, that outer border of your body, that's your skin. You might almost think of yourself as an orb or like an onion with layers. As you start peeling back the layers, going past your skin, going deeper into those lines of fascia and muscle, nerves, seep so far in that you maybe find this space of intuition, this inner knowing that everything you want, all that you want, is already within you. Let yourself be reminded of that over and over again. That's why this whole thing is called a practice. Focusing on your breath, feeling into the moment, watching the thoughts. Let your breath be your guide tonight. Make sure you're looking out for yourself on your mat. Use the blocks, any props that you need to give yourself the full support to really access your light. Whatever that looks like tonight. Take one more deep breath in. Open mouth exhale. Begin to bend your knees, walk your feet in, and give your thighs a little hug towards your chest. Hold yourself tight, maybe loosen up your grip, rock your spine around right to left. You can circle out your knees one way and then the other. And then find a little bit of stillness. Hold onto your right leg and hug on top of your shin. Shoot your left leg out. And take your knee wide up towards your right shoulder. Feel into your glute. I want you to actively kick out through your left heel. Keep pulling your toes up so you're getting this big dorsiflexion. And then maybe you reach your right arm for the inside of your thigh and then reach for your foot. Or keep on your outer shin. Kick your right heel up towards the sky, getting a 90-degree bend in your knee. Keep pulling both of your shoulder heads down towards the earth. Feel out your inner thigh, the backside of your right hip. Stay for one more breath. Exhale and gently release your foot. Hug your left knee in to match your right, and then kick your right leg long. Pull your left knee up towards your left shoulder. Activate your right quad. Keep lifting up your kneecap. Stay neutral in your spine, full in your breath, and then reach your left arm through for your foot. Inner outer edge of your foot's fine. Kick your heel up towards the sky though and keep pulling your shoulder heads down. You should feel a big stretch on your inner thigh or the back side of your hip, maybe even on the top of your right hip. Take one more full belly breath. Smooth exhale out to let it go. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Start to rock up and down your spine. And keep rocking until you come all the way up to a seat. You can shimmy your way over onto all fours. You can kick your feet back, cross them under, up to you. Okay, landing in your tabletop shape. Have your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees, getting them all in alignment. Let's tuck your toes under to stretch out your feet. Take a breath in, arch through your spine, let your heart drop down, but keep activating your upper back muscles. Pull your wrists towards your knees, lift up your chin. Exhale and round out your spine. Move through the back body. Inhale, open up through your front line again. Lift up your tail, lift up your head, push into the ground. Exhale, keep pushing into the ground. Round your spine, chin it towards your chest. One more time. Inhale, lift your sits bones up. Head up, heart up. Exhale and round. One more time. Good. Inhale and come to a neutral spine. Let's kick off your right foot off of your mat. I want you to ground down through your right hand. Extend your left leg back behind you. Take a breath in as you lift your left arm up towards the sky. And when you look down at your right arm, see that your wrist is still underneath your shoulder. And when you kick out your foot, you'll feel a little bit more bounce. So you'll take this foot all the way off. Yeah, like a kickstand. Yeah, so you're facing the long edge of your mat, you guys. You can keep your arm reaching all the way up towards the sky, or you can take it in a full extension. So arm is right by your ear. Take a breath in. Maybe you float your left leg up and keep it in alignment with your hip. Take a breath in, find some balance, and take a breath out. Let your foot land. Sweep your hands forward and in front of you. So you're gonna look like this from the side and this from the front. Yeah, okay. So sit all the way back into your hips. You're still on your back toes, right? So you're getting a big, deep knee flexion. Your left leg is straight. Keep grounding down through the outer edge of your foot. Maybe you already feel something in your inner thighs, but now I want you to push into your hands. Start to rise. Come all the way up onto your knee and your foot. Take a big breath in. Reach high. Then exhale and sit low. Let your glute hover right over your heel. Reach forward. Then inhale, push through your right glute. Lift your heart up. Reach up. Exhale, sit down low. Then inhale, come all the way up. One more time. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, reach all the way up. Good. Exhale, plant your right hand down again. And then reach your left leg up to the sky if you didn't try it before. Take your arm all the way up by your ear. Take a breath in. Good. Exhale, coil in. Knee in towards your elbow. Inhale, reach and extend. Get really long. Kick out through your heel. Exhale, pull it in. Keep using your core. One more time. Inhale to reach. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach all the way long. Exhale, lower back down into your tabletop shape. All fours. If you need to do a swiveling around of your hips, go right to left, swing it. You can maybe pause in child's pose, take a breath, take a moment. When you feel ready, come back to that tabletop shape to start. Okay, and then we're gonna try the other side. So kickstand your left leg off the ground or off to the side, right? And then you're landing on your left hand. Extend your right leg back behind you. Breathe in and reach your right arm up towards the sky. So I want you to feel like you're pushing your hips forward. You're getting the extension in your bottom hip. You keep pulling your low belly in. Play with the reach, keeping it from 6 and 12, or maybe you take your upper arm by your ear. Notice how you're carrying your head. Can you keep your chin off your chest? Maybe lift up your right leg, like you're walking on the wall back behind you. Keep your foot pulled up towards your face. Take a breath in. Then exhale and lower your foot down. Let your hands sweep out in front of you. Okay, so you're crawling over to face the long edge of your mat again. Inhale, reach all the way up to stand up on your leg. You should be doing your right leg straight. Yes, sorry, I was trying to mirror. Take a breath in, reach yourself long. Exhale and sit down low into your little chair pose. I'll again show you guys from the side. I want you to feel like your belly is lifting up towards your spine. Keep squeezing your right leg. Inhale, come all the way back up, reach up. Exhale, sit down low. And inhale, take that reach all the way up overhead. Exhale, sit it low. One more time. Activate your hands. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, take flight all the way up with your hands. Exhale, land your left hand down. Yeah. You're gonna reach your right leg all the way up again. Maybe you take your arm all the way by your ear. Take a full breath in. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your elbow, curl it. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, pull it all the way in. Find some control. Inhale, reach it all the way out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale to reach. Exhale, land softly into your tabletop shape, facing the top of your mat. Inhale, find one little cow, a little extension in your spine. Exhale and round out into your spine. Inhale, come to a neutral back and walk your hands forward a finger's length distance away from you. With your knees or toes curled under, take a breath in, hover your knees. Exhale, push into your hands, find your first downward dog of the practice. Find 5 breaths here to work into movement, work into stillness, whatever you need. Feel into your hands. Find that wrap of your upper arm bones away from your ears and let your shoulder blades click into your back body space. Again, if your hamstrings feel a little tight tonight for you, add a little bend to your knees. Imagine you're tilting your tailbone as high up as you can and away from your hands. Grip back into your fingers, especially the base of your fingers. Let the energy drip down your heels. Good. Inhale, lift your heels all the way up. Look forward at your hands. Exhale, bend your knees, walk yourself up towards your hands. Land with your feet hip width distance apart to start. Inhale and find a halfway lift. Push your hands into your thighs. Think heart up. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Try it again. Inhale, halfway lift. Energize your back body. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale to release. Okay, keep your hands down on the floor or blocks. Walk your feet out really wide so they're off your mat. At least as wide as your mat. Grab onto your elbows. Do a little sway, right to left. You can go slower than that. You can keep the stillness. Just feel into the backs of your legs and your inner thighs again. Relax your head down. Shake it out if you need to. Letting the darkness drip out. Focusing on the light, focusing on your breath. Come back to stillness. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Start to lift up your trunk a bit. Heel toe your feet back in alignment underneath your hips. Add a soft bend to your knees. Inhale, slowly start to rise, one vertebrae at a time. Take a full expansive breath in as you sweep your hands out. Exhale, thumbs in towards your heart space. Close your eyes. Take one breath in. Big breath out. Good. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up overhead. Exhale, fold yourself down. Hinge from your hips to get there. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Energize your back body. Exhale, and take your hands to your blocks. Step your left foot back. So we're keeping the right foot in front to start. Lower your back knee down. You can play with what you feel here, but have your knee right over your ankle and in alignment with your hip. And take a breath in. Reach all the way up overhead. And sink down, leading with your pubic bone. Breath in to activate your hands. Exhale, pull your elbows out wide just for one pulse. Leave your heart lifting. Inhale, reach all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, take your arms out in front of you. Okay, listen closely. Take a breath in just to find some space in your spine. When you breathe out, pull your right elbow back, just finding a gentle twist to start. Notice if your right knee flew out with you. Keep it hugging in towards your center. Inhale, reach both hands forward to the front. Exhale, like you're cocking back for a bow and arrow, pull your elbow back. Right side. Nice. One more time. Inhale to reach. Exhale, pull your elbow wide. You can take your gaze with you. Look over your right shoulder. Maybe you extend all the way back with your right hand. Maybe you take a little back bend. Sweep your left hand up towards the sky. You can let your right fingertips touch down to your back calf or your back thigh. Keep your tailbone working down. Take a full breath in. Breath out. Inhale, reach all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, let your hands land on the inside with your blocks. So your right foot is wider than both of your hands. And then shift your hips backwards. So you're kind of in this, instead of a narrow, a narrow half split, you're in a widened half split. Feel out your hamstring. Relax your breath. Take one more here. And then flow with your breath. Inhale, bend back into your right knee. Lift up your heart. Let your hips sink forward. Exhale, pulse it back. Just one more time. Inhale, lift up your heart. Exhale, pulse your hips back. Melt it down. Inhale, come forward. And now you're just going to walk your right arm to the outside of your right leg as you heel toe it in alignment with your hip. So push down into your blocks, curl your left toes under, lift your back knee, and you're just going to pivot your left heel down. Right? Keep the bend in your right leg. Use your left arm to take you all the way up. Sweep it high, coming into your warrior two. Your trunk lifts right over your hips. So right leg is still in front. When you look down, you see the heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. So notice if you're reaching forward or pulling yourself back. Come back to the present, shoulders right over your hips. Squeeze your arms, dive down where you feel this plug in with your right heel. You should be able to see your big toe on the inside. Channel your breath, stay with the heat. What do you feel? Layer by layer by layer. And can you find some depth with it? Building some strength and heat. Last one. Good. Inhale. Take it all the way up. Take a big reach overhead just to straighten out your legs. Exhale. Pulse it back down with a bend in your right leg. Inhale. Find a little bit of length in your spine. Exhale. Reach yourself forward. Lower your right forearm down to your thigh. You can take your left arm up towards the sky. Find a full extended side angle. You're working on feeling this space into your left side body, your right inner thigh. You could use a block underneath your hand to give you more space for your right side body. Start connecting with your belly breath in this core, a little heating from the inside with Ujjayi Pranayama. Last one. Good. Use your core. Inhale and rise all the way up, arms to a T. Heel toe your back foot in a lot. So you only want 3 to 4 feet in between your feet. Okay, take a breath in, squeeze your thighs. Reach out through your fingertips. Exhale, come forward again, just like you did with your extended side angle. Exhale and tip yourself down. And if you have your block, it should be there right underneath your shoulder. So when you look down, again, you're just stacked. Right? Notice if your butt starts to lean back and away from you. Can you tuck it under a bit? Lean your heart back. And really activate the back of your right shoulder by pushing your hand into your shin. Okay. So this is where the challenge comes a little bit. And no worries if you end up losing it. You can always come back in. Take your left hand to your hip. Look all the way down at your foot on the right. Bend into your right knee again. Walk your block out about a trunk's length distance. So like as long as your waist is, right? Out in front of you, a little bit to the right. Okay, keep your hand on the block. See if you can lift up your left leg. And if you need to hold on to balance on a wall or keep your hand on the block, that is totally okay. But just like you did before when you were on your knee, you want to keep pulling your toes up towards your face. Find this easy stacking, right, of your bones. If you can get your left hip over your right, keep opening and opening your hips over to the left. Keep your eyes down on your hand or your block or your foot. Maybe you reach your left arm all the way up to the sky. Imagine you could lean your heart back again even more. Keep kicking out through your leg. You got it. Take a deep breath in. Soft bend to your right knee. Slowly land yourself down into a forward fold. So your feet land hip width distance apart all the way up at the top. You okay with that one? Okay, shake it off a little bit, right? Wiggle your hips out a little bit. Take a breath in, find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold yourself down. Good, push into your feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands into your heart space. Find your Tadasana with your arms down by your side. I think one of the best things about practicing balance is that you can either make it really heavy on yourself or you can make it really fun and just see what happens. Right? It even goes for balancing on your feet or on your hands. It adds a little bit of playfulness so you can find, again, that little bit of light. Let go of what happened on that side. We'll try the next. Inhale, reach all the way up overhead. Exhale, fold yourself down. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, grab your blocks. Keep your left foot in front, right foot comes all the way back behind you. Lower your right knee down. Okay, start to find your stacking again. Knee is right over your ankle. Take a breath in, reach up overhead. Exhale and pull your elbows wide as you just push your hips forward slightly, stretching into your right hip flexors. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, arms will come out in front of you. So find the space in your spine as you breathe in. When you breathe out, pull your left elbow back behind you. Let your chest turn with it, but keep your hips lined up to the front. Inhale, both hands come back to the front. Exhale, just guide your elbow back to generate a little twist. One more time, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, take it into a twist. Keep actively reaching your right fingertips forward. Add on with your left arm. So your arms are in a big T again. You could take it into more of an exalted low lunge. Your left hand will reach for your right thigh or your calf. Reach your right arm all the way up. Be mindful of your low belly, your low back. Take one more big breath in. And exhale and just cartwheel your hands all the way down in front of you, grabbing your blocks along the way. And with this little bit of a wider stance, shift your hips back toward a half split. Take a few breaths. Perfect. So keeping the wide stance, start to inch your way forward as you breathe in, lift up your heart with blocks or without. Exhale, shoot your hips back. One more time, inhale, pulse yourself forward, lift up your chest. Exhale, pulse it back. Inhale and bring your heart forward. Heel toe your left foot in alignment with your right or with your left hip. Tuck your right toes under, lift up your knee. You're gonna lower your heel down so it lines up with the back edge of your mat. Use your right arm to lead the way. Stay diving into your left heel. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, settle in with your hips. Bend into your left knee with your right leg actively straight. Starting at your feet, right? You're finding your foundation. You're pulling up this energy through your feet, hugging them together so you activate through your inner thighs, as well as imagining you're pulling your left knee wide. You're getting this big external rotation. The same thing's happening with your shoulders, your arms, and it's your breath that's traveling through you that helps you find your center. Stay low. Breathe into your left thigh. Feel what you feel. Find the light. Inhale, reach all the way up, straighten out your left leg. Exhale, pulse it back down like you're really pushing down. Inhale, find space in your spine. Exhale, reach yourself forward on this diagonal. Lower your left forearm down lightly to your left thigh. It should be able to slide through pretty easily. Your core is helping you out that much. And then your right arm reaches high for the sky, or you can flip your palm to face down with your bicep by your ear. But regardless, you're still pulling in your low belly. Your legs are pretty much doing the same. Keep sending your tailbone down towards your back heel. This little zip of energy. Try Try to push down into your left forearm to find some space in your neck and your left shoulder. And use your breath in. Come all the way up, straighten out your left leg, give it a little break. Your shoulders might actually feel it a little bit, that's okay. Walk your right foot in, take it slow, finding your balance. The closer you get, the easier it will be to transfer into that bit of balance, right? But we're not thinking ahead, we're thinking in the present. Take a breath in, squeeze your limbs. Exhale and just push your hips back, reach yourself forward so you're feeling this activation of your core before you let yourself tilt down. So your left arm can stay active and push into your left leg. Both thighs are squeezing. You're pushing into the outer edges of your feet. Try relaxing your toes. Pull both shoulders back on your spine. Just rub it in. Last breath. And then take your right hand to your hip. Bend into your left leg. Find your block with your left hand. Start to walk it forward until you can find some lightness in your right toes. As if you had a person literally standing behind you or a wall behind you. You could practice this posture against the wall. This is half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. And add on with your right arm reaching for the sky. Push down into your block. Put a little bit more weight into your left leg. Let's try not to move here. Nice. Take one more breath in. And a breath out. Watch out for that block on your way down. You're going to land in your forward fold. Soft bend to your knees. Put some weight into your toes. Nice work, you guys. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Widen out your stance so you can just dive in a little bit. You can grab onto your elbows the opposite way that you did before, if you can remember that. Or grab on for your skull, lightly traction it down. You could even hold onto your legs and just show your legs some love by pulling your heart closer towards them. Adding movement or not, you're still breathing big, intentionally, finding the light. Nice job. Slow it down to the center. And let your hands relax down. Heel toe your feet all the way together. Big toes to touch. Keep some space in between your heels and squeeze your knees tightly together. Bend into them. Slowly rise up all the way through each part of your spine until you can stand and reach all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands in. Bring it to your center. Close your eyes. Let yourself recalibrate. Reassess. Clean slate. And again, whatever happened on that side, you can see it, learn from it, let it go. Inhale fully. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, let your hands come down to your shoulder height and bend into both of your knees. Sink your hips back. Find your chair pose. Tadasana. Okay, belly drawn back in so you can protect your spine and keep pulling your heart forward so you're working on your upper back as well for posture, endurance, sink low. We all should be really good at this because we've all been sitting. Okay, feel it in your thighs on both sides, front and back, and in your glutes. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good. Inhale, stand, bring your hands to your heart. Good. Exhale, let's find it again. Your hips will sink back. Your arms can stay. All right. Let's try pulling in some balance just on your right side. So even while you're in this chair pose, both of your hips are helping you out, pulling in towards the center line. Stand on your right leg and start to lift up your left toes back behind you. Your left toes can even stay touching down if you need to. Maybe you play with kicking it up, touching it down, doing a couple taps, but you should feel your right hip helping you stabilize. Stay for 3, 2, and 1. Let both feet come down, stand all the way up. Do a little cha-cha if you need to. Push into your hips. Okay, take a breath in, hands to your heart space. Exhale, sink it low. Just as low as you do on the other side. We'll stand on your left leg, hug your knees in together, pull your belly button strong, and then slide your right foot back behind you. Your toes stay light. Maybe you pull them up and let them touch down, up and down. Can you spread your left toes a little bit, up and down? Nice, one more. Perfect, let both feet land. Take a breath in, reach up, nice and high. Exhale, hands can come to your hips. Okay, a little bit more balance, but I promise we'll stretch out your hips. Okay, stand on your right leg and find this really strong Tadasana, right? Where your whole leg is activated, your core feels turned on, hips stay level. That's why your hands are here. Okay, take a breath in, lift up your right knee in alignment with your hip. And like you did before, pull your toes up towards your face. Hold that there. See if you can keep your balance as you start to kick your floating leg out in front of you. Notice if your tail started to sink down underneath you. Can you try to stand up one more time? Really pulling up through this long plumb line. If your leg doesn't straighten out all the way, that's okay. You can keep it down low if you need to. Take one more breath. And when you breathe out, see if you can transfer yourself where the leg floats back and through. You can kick your leg behind you like you're peering over the edge of your mat. You can stay right here and breathe. You can dive in deeper into a warrior 3 variation or airplane arms. Stay for one more breath. And then inhale, start to rise. We're not done yet. Keep holding onto that leg. So I think I said we're gonna stand on the right leg, but it's okay, we'll keep going with this one. Keep pulling your knee up towards your chest. And then take your knee out wide. You can hook your hand on the inside, so you're grabbing onto your shin just like you did when you were laying on your back at the beginning. Okay, you can kick your foot out and away from you a little bit. Maybe you stay right here, keep your core turned on, or you can let your foot extend all the way out to the side. Not for me tonight. Maybe you hold onto your foot and you really grapple it. You find that long line of energy pulling you out and away from the center while simultaneously being hugged in. One more breath. And exhale, bring your knee in towards the center. Land your foot down next to whichever one you had on the ground. Cha-cha out or stand in stillness. Let those tingly sensations talk back to you. You can try naming those places to start to get a sense of what is happening in your body. Can you distinguish between discomfort, pain, work? Then after you've labeled that all, let it go. We have another side to try, to play, to experiment. This is what the practice is. It's a process. We move through it all. All right, so remember which side you did before. I think we had our right leg floating, so we're going to do the left leg, but you can do the opposite if you need to. So starting first by pulling up your leg up towards your center. Once you have that strong plumb line, right, pushing down through your standing foot, keeping your toes spread out, think long through your crown. Your knees pulled up, using your hip flexor strength. Maybe you stay. Keep squeezing your upper arm bones. And you could maybe kick your leg out. See if you can keep your leg as lifted high as you can, toes pulled up. But if your leg is straight and you start to feel this bending of your standing leg and your tailbone sinking down underneath you, try lowering your leg. Take one more breath. Good. Exhale, let your foot come down and swing it back. Think internal rotation of your thigh. That's what's lifting up your leg. Your left glute or whichever floating leg is lifting you. Squeeze that glute a little bit. Keep pulling your transverse abdominis in. Nice. Stay for your balance, sinking into your depth. Inhale, slowly rise. See how fun those transitions are? Okay, then pull your knee all the way through. Take your knee out wide. And find the stability in your leg again. Your calf might be talking back to you right now. You can hook onto your hand or with your shin. And take your other arm out to the side, finding this filling of space. And then you can kick it out. See how that feels. If you're really warmed up, you might be able to like kick and hold it. That's the picture that I posted. And if you fall, come back in or just stand, feel it. And then when you're ready, you can bring your knee back to the front, lined up with your hip, and then relax your foot all the way down. Walk your feet to hip width distance apart. Shake out your hips. Do a shoulder roll up towards your ears as you breathe in. Exhale, relax them back. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Walk your feet in to touch or hip width distance. Inhale to sweep up the energy around you, that light. Exhale, pull it in towards your center as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift, energize your back. Exhale and bend your knees. Come all the way down onto your shins or to your seat. That's where we're gonna meet, in a seat. Yeah. Okay. Your legs will be all the way out in front of you. Show you guys from the side or from the diagonal. Okay. So scooch the flesh out from underneath you. So you're sitting up really tall on your sits bones. Okay, keep your left leg all the way out for now. Take your right knee up towards your chest, cross your foot over your left thigh. And use your right hand back behind you to help prop up your spine. Take a breath in, sit all the way up, reach up with your left hand. Exhale, twist to the right. Make this hook either in front of your thigh or you can hug it in with your forearm and your elbow. Yeah, breathing in, sit up tall. Breathe out, take your twist. Close your eyes. Use your breath in to find the space in your back. Exhaling to find the depth. One more. Inhale and unwind. Come back to your center. Maybe twist over to the left briefly for a counter twist. And then come back to center. Put both hands back behind you and just let your right knee fall down. Bend your left knee so your foot comes up closer towards your glute. So you're in this little figure 4 spot. Okay, the more you push into your hands and really lift your chest up towards your shin, the more you should feel on the back side of your right hip. Okay, keep your foot dorsiflex, toes active. And you can rock right and left, looking for a good space in your glute. If you have a full pigeon, double pigeon in your practice, you can take that as well. Right, your shins are stacked one on top of the other, and you're going to take that fold all the way down. Yeah, so when you look down, you should see a triangle in between your legs. Yes, beautiful. But if that figure 4 does it for you, stay right there. We'll take 2 more big ones. We'll breathe in, rise yourself all the way up. Hands can come behind you to uncross your legs. You can let yourself windshield wiper once or twice, and then come back to stillness with both legs in front. Your right leg will stay straight this time. Pull your knee up and cross it over your thigh. So the more you hug yourself up, right, to sit up tall, that'll help you out. Take your left hand right behind you. Breathe in, reach your right arm. Exhale and cross your arm in front or hook your knee in with your elbow. Kick out through your right heel. Breathe in. Exhale to let your shoulders drip down your back. Last one. Inhale and unwind. Breathe out, twist yourself briefly to the right. Come back to the center. And let your left knee fall down, hands behind you. Pull your right heel in. Sit yourself up so you can still feel your sits bones for a second. When you breathe in, you're pulsing your heart forward. When you breathe out, you can find a little rock in your hips. See what that side feels like. You can stay right here in this figure 4 shape, or you can heel toe your right heel to the left. Let your shins fall down in front of you. So again, when you look down, you have a triangle space, right? Breathe in. It's okay if your knee floats. You can put a block underneath if you like to fill up that space. When you breathe out, you can pull down. You shouldn't feel too much pressure on the back of your knee. Two more. Breathe in, start to lift your spine up. Hands will come back behind you. Uncross your ankles, land them out wide. You can lower one knee at a time. And then scoot your glutes to the middle of your space. Bring your blocks down with you if you like them for your final postures. And take your time rolling yourself all the way down to your spine. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. And then notice if your spine is starting to curl. Can you lengthen yourself out and keep your sacrum down on the floor? Same with your head and your shoulders. Pull your knees out wide. You can hold on just to your shins if you want, or you can start to kick both ankles high, grab on the outer edges of your feet or inner edges, generate a slight pull, feet still facing the ceiling, knees coming down towards the earth. Same with your sacrum. Happy baby. And release your grip. Give yourself a hug. Ask if there's anything else. Maybe it's a bridge just to extend your hips. Maybe it'll just feel nice to straighten your legs out right away. Take up your space. Let your legs lengthen out. Have your arms down by your side with your palms face up. Take a breath in to pull in the light. Exhale, let your breath go. Leave your jaw and your face relaxed for the next 10 breaths or so on your own. Find some rest, peace, and stillness to balance out all the movement. Just like the dark is balanced by the light. Stay longer if you need to. And really be honest about that. If you feel ready, pull in some deeper breaths. Noticing how that life force energy makes the light within you grow, makes the energy within you grow. Start to wiggle your feet, your fingers. Take yourself through a full body stretch, reaching out wide and long. And when you're ready, bend both of your knees, roll over onto one side, and take a sec. Sprinkle some gratitude on top of your practice. Maybe it's for this dichotomy that lives within every single one of us. Riding the highs and the lows, the light and the dark, the doing and the being, having space for it all. Take your gratitude with you up into a seat. With your eyes just soft, without judgment. Sit yourself up tall, bring your hands in towards your heart. Take one last breath in with us. Open mouth, exhale. Thank you so much for being here. From our heart to yours. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks again, you guys. Popping up here to see your comments, your questions, your concerns. Love to hear from you, whether it's on this or on some other platform. Just a quick announcement. It's my birthday on Thursday, and we'll be doing the same thing. So teaching some yoga on here, and doing an undirty 30 is what I'm calling it. I'm turning 30 years old, and I would love it if everyone just participated in a plant. Like, it's Earth Day, but I consider it like literally Earth Month. So on my birthday, I'd love it if you picked up 30 pieces of trash in your neighborhood, take a picture, send it to me, tag me on my Instagram. I would love to see that and all that good being done for our planet and for you. But thank you guys again so much. We'll see you hopefully next time on Thursday.
On Thursday.
Hey, thanks, Robin. Thank you.